Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel.
And to the channel, if this is your first time. We're very happy to have you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
what?
Which one? Which one?
Which one what?
Which one are we doing today?
You're sounding like a knock-knock joke.
What's there?
I honestly have no earthly idea.
So what are we talking about?
Well, I know what we're doing, but I don't really know what's there.
I've never known what's there. So it's been a curiosity to me. Who are you?
Curiosity to you? My goodness. Okay. So yeah, I absolutely know what's going on. She doesn't always know what's going on, but that's okay. We love her anyway. So this particular video is a tutorial.
On what?
On what? She's got to keep asking me. It is a tutorial. If you've ever seen a Tiny Tears doll, which we have done several of, the very early ones can have a Karakul or a Karakul, whichever you prefer to call it, wig.
And I had one when I was a little girl, and I washed it and washed it and washed it and washed it.
Mm-hmm. And they have those itty bitty little ringlets, those really tiny
because
little
it's a lamb pelt, and you can't do that anymore.
Well, she means the way that you used to wash it. So we're going to show you.
I'm going to show you how to wash a vintage one.
Yes, and get back all those itty bitty little curls
without hurting the pelt that is very old.
Yes. So I just think we should get to it.
Which is the wig cap.
We should just get to it.
Yeah, I think so.
You're always,
I'm always ready, Fred.
You're always talking.
E. Fred. E.
You mean like E-V?
Freddie V.
Oh. You ready?
Ready, Freddie V?
Are you ready? I think she is. Yeah. Let's go. Well, who's this?
Oh, you're filming her. I thought you're filming Evie.
Why would I want to film
I don't know
that?
the sun. We very rarely have the sun, and there it is in my face. Okay. This little girl belongs to a friend of mine, and her arm was loose, and she needed some restoring. And this is a Caracul wig, which will be all tiny little curls when it's done. And I've never seen a doll like this, so I wanted to do a video on it.
Yep.
Okay.
So first of all, her body
right here it says
Effanbee
Dydee.
Yep. And maybe you've heard of a Dydee doll before, but this particular Dydee doll
Can you
is
read
not...
it, Chante? I don't know. It says Dydee baby, Effanbee.
Right.
And this is Effanbee.
Right. But unfortunately, this lovely little face...
Well, we can prove that she is a drinking wet because
there it is. It says Dydee. But what I wanted to say is that she is... some of the very earlier Dydees were made of rubber. This little girl is not rubber.
No, except for her joints.
Oh, I think we're jumping ahead. She is made of, what's made of?
Oh, she's made of hard plastic?
Hard vinyl.
Here we go, right?
No, she's not plastic, hard vinyl.
Vinyl, sorry about that.
And her head is hard plastic.
That's what I meant to say. Sorry, reverse. Okay, her head is it's in beautiful condition, except, she's got to just be clean. And
right, but what we want to tell everybody about her head, unfortunately, it is not a Dydee head.
No, because she has these beautiful teeth and a beautiful tongue.
And she cannot be a drinking wet, and a Dydee was a drinking wet, as we showed you on her little bum.
Right.
So, the little bit of research that we could do, one person said that she is a baby mine, or my baby, something
Mama
like
baby. That. Was it a mommy baby?
And but then I found one that called her face
a baby mine,
mommy's baby.
Oh, okay.
But we really cannot figure out how this lovely little face got on this body, because guess what?
I can't remove it.
We can't remove it.
It is on there really good.
So let's see her neck, because see, you would think that since all evidence proves that they are not, they weren't meant to be together.
They fit beautifully together.
They do. She's beautiful this way, but I don't have any earthly idea how they got that head on.
I don't either, except by heat. That's all I can think of. And they squished all this in and shoved.
I don't know. So let's tell everybody what you wanted to tell them.
Okay, so the reason I thought that it would be good to a couple of reasons. Well, she has a ball joint that is rubber. Okay, and her limbs are. This is so I don't have to show you, but they're all the same. See this right here? This is rubber, and this goes inside this ball joint, and this does. See, it stops right there.
Okay.
You see that?
Well, the reason we're showing you this is because this particular arm was loose. So she's going to get a bath. We're going to show you just very quickly how she's going to get a bath. And then we're going to actually show you how to bring this beautiful Karakul wig back to being a beautiful wig.
Yes.
So why don't you show everybody really quick?
Well,
we're not going to do a long
She's
video
got some marks on her.
So what she's using,
they walked. Did you see? They went right away.
And what she's using is a Mr. Clean magic eraser
that I wet. Got it wet. There's a couple of marks right there, but
I'm not going very careful
there.
Around her eyebrows, her eyelashes, and her mouth and her cheeks.
We don't, because she's got a beautiful. She's very dirty here, and I'm going to let Shantae do that because I don't. She's very dirty right here, and I can
just get in smaller spaces. And
she can get in smaller spaces. But anyway,
so so that's what you're going to do with the Mr. Clean. Now, what are you going to do with the other stuff?
Okay, now with the other way, do you get a mark on you? Is that for my ring light? So the hard vinyl is going to get hand cleaner by Permatex, which contains aloe and lanolin. And I just take.
We'll be a link to these products that we're using in the description of the video.
And it not only cleans the doll, as you saw, she was dirty. It is very good for the vinyl. So let's see this hand. Is this a dirty hand? The sun is in my eyes, which is very rare. I don't know if you saw how dirty her hand was. Her hand was very dirty. But this hand, you can see the dirt on her arm. I'm assuming this is going to take it off. And it did.
Okay. So that's how she's going to get cleaned. We're not going to spend time on it because we don't want to take up too much time. The next thing we're going to show is her wig getting restored.
Well, now it's time to teach this method of doing Karakul hair.
Why doesn't she get to sit in the tub like everybody else?
Well, we talked about that, but it just doesn't fit. The tub.
Oh, the tub doesn't fit her.
Oh, no. It's not that she doesn't fit the tub. There's nothing wrong with her.
Of course not.
It's the tub that's too small.
I see.
Okay. She was a little disappointed.
Well, you know what? Well, she can hit the button.
That's true. There. She got to hit the button.
Okay. So let's see. What do we do first?
Obviously, first of all, let's explain what a Karakul wig is.
Okay, but first we're going to tell you that we're going to put this is just a little washcloth, and you have it clipped around her neck.
I don't want any, even though that head is on so tight, so even though you can turn it, it's probably water can't get in it. I don't care about whether it can or I'm not going to take the chance.
We don't want to take the chance that any water could get in. Okay, now tell everybody what a Karakul wig is, or a Karakul wig,
that's
however you want to pronounce it.
It's from the early 50s, and it's made out of a lamb's pelt. And so when lambs have very tight curly hair, and when they become sheep, they have longer, straighter. It curls a little bit. Depends on the
breed.
Yeah, the breed. So this is dry, like any leather.
But it's real hair.
So this is my shampoo. This is what I use for myself. And I mixed water with each one.
So what they are is they are...
But I don't expect you to go out and do this.
No, these are, well, let's see. I'll put a link to them in the description.
This is just what I use because I'm allergic to a lot of things.
Yep. So they're very gentle.
It works very well for me. But what you use for your own hair is probably adequate.
So those of you that have watched our videos before, I want you to realize that we are not using what we normally use because this is not a synthetic hair.
This is real.
This is a real hair. It's
not for human, but it is a real, real hair for lamb.
Okay.
And so what we don't want a real forceful water to go on her hair, because her pelt is dry. Even when you have a saddle, you have to moisturize it, right? Well, you can't really moisturize her pelt because it would affect the hair. So what we have to do is be very careful when we wet. And I'm going to just dampen her hair. I'm patting it. Can you see I'm patting it? Not using a forceful stream of water. Just pat, 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 pat. Because the hair can separate from the dry pelt. Because it's so ancient like me. Same age as I am.
It's just vintage, honey.
Vintage is vintage, yeah, vintage.
You're not antique yet, so let's just leave you in the vintage.
Okay. I'm getting there. All right. So this is all you do. You soak it down. Ah, I can feel it in the back. I'm not going to turn her over. She's such a big little girl.
A big little girl. That's a bit redundant, but okay.
Well, when you're dealing with her with smaller girls, yeah, she's a big little girl. So then I'm taking the shampoo and
you're patting it on.
And I'm patting it on.
And I'm going to assume that particular shampoo has been
watered down.
Diluted by water.
Because it works better when it's diluted. Yeah, we'll see bring up the soapy part.
So you're not scrubbing it, you're just patting it.
No, I did that once.
You scrubbed it once? Oh dear, we must have learned something then.
Because I had a Caracul hair from the time I was a little girl. And I washed and washed and washed it. Well, somebody gave me a Betsy.
A Betsy Wetsy.
Yeah, with Caracul hair. Oh, nice. Oh boy. Well, I was able to put some of her hair back.
Oh no.
And I says, well, I just learned a lesson. You just patted. So I've done many Caraculs since then, but the poor little girls.
Okay, so you're just going to continue to do that, and then what?
Yeah, I might, try to move it around, but what it's going to do is it's just going to collapse into the leather part of the pelt, and it's just going to stay flat. And doing this is risky. If you guys feel like you want to do that, that's up to you. I do not want to lose one little curl, and they do come out in little curls.
So after you have done this and you are satisfied with it, then what?
Yeah, I'm just going to try to.
Are you going to leave it on for any length of time? The soap?
Probably not, because it's doing its job, and the water is going to actually separate it from the pelt.
Okay, well, why don't you finish doing that, and we'll pause. Okay, so we're going to pat some more?
Yep. Only I'm going to let the water. You can see the water moving the hair. And I'm just going to direct the water to where I want it to be. And you can see. Okay, I got to turn you, sweet pea. You can see the water doing the job I needed it to do. And it's a very gentle stream. See it moving her hair up? I ain't getting in your eyes. I need a star for that.
So you're going to do the exact same thing with the.
So here's the conditioner.
conditioner.
It never wants to. It never wants to go very well with water. See, it doesn't want to blend.
But you're going to do the same thing you did with the soap.
Yeah, only I might let it sit for a few minutes.
Okay. Okay, so it's been sitting for a couple minutes. So whatever you guys do with the conditioning your hair is perfectly good with hers for the duration of how long you let it sit on your hair. And now you're pretty much doing the same thing, right?
I'm directing the water. I'm sorry, your legs are long.
Okay, so you're just going to finish doing that, and then we are going to see what you're going to do.
Well, you pat her hair dry with a washcloth.
Well, we're going to see that.
Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but when I press on her head, the water drips off my fingers. Okay, so what we're going to do is just this. Come on, stop that.
You have a dry washcloth.
Dry washcloth.
And you're not...
Oh, don't rub it.
Rubbing it. You're only patting it.
Yeah, get a drier spot in there.
Yeah. Pat it some more.
I'm begging, pleading, don't rub it. I want you to have a beautiful head of hair when you're done. Is there more dry spots? And all we're going to do is try to soak up some excess water. That's it. Because when you see what we do next, you'll understand. Because if you left it like this, you would not have the little curls. The little curls. And so let's go make it so you have curls.
That's cute.
Oh no, I see a drip. That feel better? Okay. So what I'm doing is I have a very dry washcloth.
Right, this is a new one.
New one, yeah. And just trying to let it soak up a little bit more extra, because when you see what I'm going to do, my trusty little needle, what do I use that for anyway?
Everything?
Everything. All right. So she's Karakul. You can see everything's plastered by the water to her head. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just slide that under. There's a curl. Slide that under. Slide that under. And you do it very, very gently. Pull, lift it. Don't pull anything. Lift. Gently lift the hair away from the wig cap, which is a pelt. And you gently lift it, because that poor pelt is leather and it is dry.
So you are just lifting the hairs up. You're not expecting them to curl right this moment.
Oh no, they'll curl on their own.
You're just very gently.
It was like a miracle. I remember as a little kid, 6, 7 years old, and you can see it curling already. And I would go wash her hair. I didn't lift the hair when I was a little kid. I dried it, vigorously, because the pelt was fine. And it would just automatically go into these little bitty teeny curls. And it did it every time. It was magic. But we have dry pelt because this is in the 73, between 70 and 73 years.
Why don't you turn her?
Maybe even more? Where's towards? This towards you?
Other way.
Other way, like this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to gently. Can you see it already curling? Isn't that something? And I always, as a child, expected it to curl. I never thought it wouldn't. I think we're losing this one. We did. There's a little curl. Now that's going to happen. And I didn't dig in. That's just because of the age. And there are so many curls. That one has to go back. There are so many curls that losing a curl here or there is not going to matter.
Okay. Well, you work on that and we'll come back and see what she looks like.
Well, this is our big little girl.
Well, she's not our little girl.
No, big little girl that we worked on.
That's right.
Because she belongs to somebody else.
She does. What a face.
She's a sweetheart.
That's quite a face.
It is.
And look at all of her little curls.
She has a lot.
They weren't curly before.
No.
But they are.
Whoop. Her legs. Her legs are going to pop.
Well, I'm trying to show everybody a nice turn of her, and she almost fell over on me.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
She's so cute.
She is. So, she got her hair done. I hope that our explanation of how to restore the Caracul wig was helpful. Mm-hmm. But look what she has on.
That's an actual baby dress.
It is.
With matching panties and a preemie onesie.
She's going back home in style.
She is.
Yep.
She has a construction that I've never seen before in her arms, which was causing the problem.
Well, yeah, she was a little bit difficult
She was a challenge, a big challenge.
To fix. She wasn't what we think of restringing. She's not strung that way.
I've never seen anything like it, actually.
But I think she's going home better than when she came.
Yes.
And that's all we can ask.
That's right.
I think she's about ready to go.
I bet our owner can't wait to see her.
I bet she can't. Well, Evie, what do you think?
What's here? Hey.
Evie,
what's here?
Who is that?
Give her a kiss.
Huh? Who is that? Is she about ready to go home? Huh? Is she on her way? Yeah?
What is that? Can you give her a kiss? Yeah.
Oh, good girl.
That was a good.
Yes. Evie, can you say bye to everybody? Speak.
Yeah.
You guys speak, sweetie.
That's good as spin her.
Push the dolly. That's good. Well, we hope everybody enjoyed this video. And if you're new to the channel and you would like to subscribe, we'd love that. If you'd like to give us a like, that would be wonderful too.
Sit. Good girl.
And we'll see you on the next one. Evie, you got one more chance. Can you speak? Speak. Say bye to everybody. Speak. Oh, she's trying. Oh, there she goes.
Just remember, it is possible to do it yourself.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.